Over the past few seasons, Jackie Barker has done nothing but enhance her growing reputation prior to the running of the Chariots of Fire. Tonight, caught up with Jackie to have a chat about her career. Well, Jackie, good to catch up with you. You've had an important drive tonight, but unfortunately one that you probably wish you hadn't have had, driving rough nut for Aaron Dunn. And on behalf of the harness racing community, we pass on our sincere sympathy to Aaron, the Dunn family, following the passing of his father Barry on Friday.
Yeah, thank you. It's been a really sad couple of days with the passing of Barry. You know, he started everything in harness racing for Aaron, and he's a massive loss not only to the Dunn family but to the harness racing industry. And hopefully the horses can run well in honour of Baz.
You've had one run here before, driving Joanna for the Stewart combination with Clayton Tonkin, running third behind two pretty handy horses, Tough Tilly, Ladies in Red.
Yeah, no, it was a massive thrill to be able to drive a horse like Joanna so early in my career, and she was always sort of up against a super crop of 3-year-old fillies at the time, and more often than not we probably were chasing home Tough Tilly and Ladies in Red. But she gave me some great experience that's helped me develop my driving skills, and it was great to be able to come here a few years ago now and drive her here at Menangle.
You said it was an exciting but difficult challenge.
Yeah, it definitely was. The track here is so much bigger than I've ever driven on, and trying to work out your bearings of where the markers are and just exactly how far you've got to go and things like that. It's all very different from back home. But it's great to always get those experiences and broaden your career.
We'll talk about the Chariots a bit later, but third generation following in the footsteps of your grandfather Jim and your dad Rod, and no doubt you've received a lot of encouragement and a lot of advice along the way and some very well learnt lessons.
Yeah, absolutely. My family's been my biggest supporter the whole way through. They've given me every opportunity that they can, and always given me a go, and everything I probably have achieved I owe to them, because without them I wouldn't have been in harness racing and I wouldn't have got to where I am now.
When it comes to the Barker family, apart from Jim and Rod, your mum Liz, your sister Stacey, cousin Chris, and one of the most important players in the team, your nan Patsy, it's a big team effort.
Yeah, absolutely. It's always been a family sport for us. Mum came from up here in New South Wales with her family, and then moved down to Hamilton, obviously, when she married Dad. But both sides have been heavily involved, and even continuing on now through the next generation. My sister's heavily involved, and so is my cousin. So, yeah, it's always been a family sport, but, yeah, Nan is the backbone.
Yes, she provides not only a lot of welcome advice, but also she keeps the food truck going.
Yeah, that's right. She provides lunch every day, and sometimes tea and snacks for the trips to the races and home again. So without her we'd definitely be lost, and probably forget taking the colours, I reckon, as well.
And when it comes to the Barker family, it's sunrise to sunset.
Yeah, absolutely. That's sort of how it's always been at our place. When the sun comes up we're into it, and when it goes down we call it a day. But I think a lot of people in our area sort of work under the same time frame, so it's just how it is.
Must have been nice in 2023 to receive the Dick Lee Rising Star Award.
Yeah, it was such an honour. Poor Dick, he's passed away now, but I was lucky enough to receive it while he was still here, and that was a really special moment to be able to talk to him. And the older people in our sport, they have so many stories and so many bits of advice that you can really take away from. So yeah, it was a really special night that night.
You're already starting to make a wonderful name for yourself, but 2024, in particular September, was a breakout year for you as far as your career was concerned. You racked up 500 wins. You represented Victoria in the Australian Female Drivers' Championships.
Yeah, absolutely. Last season was definitely my career best. I sort of set out to achieve three things, and that was drive 500 winners for the season, get 100 winners in a season in Victoria, and drive a Group 1 winner. And I managed to do all three, which I was pretty lucky to do that. You always set goals, but realistically it can be hard to achieve them. But it just sort of continued to climb, and yeah, I'm very grateful for the opportunities that I had.
That win came courtesy of Mickey to Success, although the owners are now wanting it to be pronounced Mikey to Success.
Yeah, he's a very special horse to me. Obviously my favourite one now, and he's given me some really great thrills to date. But winning that Group 1 was an unbelievable feeling. It's indescribable to even be able to talk about how you feel going over the line when you've crossed and winning your first Group 1.
You made a good thing of it because on the same night you drove your second Group 1 winner.
Yeah, I was still processing the first one, and then the second one came just like that. And you really can't write a script sort of like that to happen. But I just took it as it come, and couldn't believe it. But it was a night to remember.
Mikey to Success qualified for the Chariots of Fire with a brilliant win in the Bonanza, wonderful training performance, and a dashing drive.
Yeah, he was super in the Bonanza. I had my doubts about whether he'd be able to hold up from Barrier 1. He hasn't sort of shown a lot of gate speed in some of his previous runs, but credit to the horse, he was really switched on that night and ran really slick times. Nothing could get close to him, so hopefully he's on song tonight and can do another good job.
Jackie, the opportunity to work for Emma Stewart and Clayton Tonkin, and they're all conquering performers. What a wonderful boost for your career and wonderful recognition for what you were achieving.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been awesome to partner up with Emma and Clayton on the few times that I have been, and you can learn a lot from driving these better horses and just giving yourself confidence to put them into races. So I'm very lucky.
Along with your sister Stacey, you're involved in the Harness Racing Victoria Hero program.
Yeah, my sister and I work closely with the retired standard breds. It's something we've been doing for quite a number of years now, and it's something my sister's probably more passionate about. She's a really talented rider, and now that she's getting older, we sort of have less time to do the riding horses, but it's certainly a very rewarding experience, to transition them off the track and into riding horses and find those perfect homes for them.
No matter how much success you achieve, I would imagine that a horse by the name of Good Faith will always be very special to you.
Yeah, absolutely. It broke my heart the day that I lost her. She was without a doubt the most important horse that I've ever had an association with. We purchased her from New Zealand with a great bunch of owners, and I named her Mickey after my best friend Michaela that tragically passed away 6 years ago now. She was an apprentice jockey at the time and had a track work fall and sadly passed away. So that was a really hard time in my life, and this horse really got me out of bed and got me going again. She was incredibly special, and then I sort of didn't have a lot of time with her and I lost her as well. So it was a very hard time. In the few starts that we had her, she did a remarkable job and got us to our first Group 1 as a family. So she gave me some very special memories.
Now you spelled Mickey in relationship to Michaela, M-I-K-I, which just by coincidence is the same as we were calling it, Mickey to Success. Now they say the stars or the planets align. Now that's what happened last night. The planets did align for the first time in many, many decades. They won't do it again until 2040. So have the planets aligned once again, hopefully that Mikey or Mickey to Success, as far as your friendship with your good friend Michaela, stars and planets have aligned here tonight for the Chariots of Fire.
Yeah, well, we can only hope, can't we? It was actually Michaela's birthday on Thursday. She would have been 28 years old, so it's funny how things happen and the way things pan out, and we've just got to keep our fingers crossed. Yeah,
we speak of Michaela Claridge, which we've been mentioning as Jackie's best mate. You had the chance to drive Smoking Up. As far as the Smoking Up free-for-all was concerned, Justice asked you to drive Smoking Up. That must have been a wonderful thrill, even at the age of around about 15 years for old Smokey.
Yeah, no, it was such a great moment. He might have been old and past his racing days, but when we went out onto the track, he knew exactly what we were out there for, and he turned on a show and he was up and about, and it was just great to see him come back to life, and what a superstar horse he was. Lance gave me a lot of good opportunities when I was driving for him, and then for his daughter Leilani as well. So I've had some really good times with that family, and I do owe them a bit as well.
Who wanted it more, Smokey or you, just to let rip up 100 metres or so?
Yeah, no, I won't lie. It was definitely tempting. We were both sort of like, oh, it'd be good to just dash up for a couple of hundred. He certainly felt like he still had it in him.
Jackie, the last few seasons or more, you've been a wonderful ambassador for Team Teal, and once again, the girls Australasia-wide have been doing a marvellous job.
Yeah, it's so fantastic to be a part of Team Teal. I've been lucky now to be a part of it for quite a few years, thanks to Duncan. And every year it's getting bigger and better, and it's just growing in size. You know, you see the girls going around so much more now, and that's fantastic to see in its own right, how far we've come as Reigns women, and just to see all those teal pants out on the track and raising money and awareness. So that's what we're out here to do.
And there was some good news because we're speaking about ovarian cancer awareness and research. Now, last week, some Australian scientists feel that they've had a breakthrough with ovarian cancer research. So harness racing in some way are playing a very important part in hopefully coming up with a cure.
Yeah, that's actually the first that I've heard of that, but that's fantastic news. It's hard to see how we haven't played a massive role in that with all the money that's been raised over the years now, and also with just raising awareness and knowing those symptoms and things that, you know, could save your life and things like that. You know, it all goes some way to helping someone.
Jack, it's been wonderful to catch up with you. Good luck tonight for the running of the Chariots of Fire on so many levels, on a personal basis and also for your friend.
Thank you very much.
Thanks very much, Jackie. It was lovely, beautiful. That'll be on the website tomorrow afternoon.
Thank you very much.
Good luck today.
Thank you.